Hey, this is Corey Lancaster with the Lancaster team of X-Right Realty, bringing you another episode of About Your Business. And today, I want to talk about 1031 exchanges. Okay, what it is, who uses it, and why they may use it. Well, first of all, 1031 exchange refers to a tax code that allows investors to sell one investment, okay, and defer the tax liability from that investment as long as they invest that money into another investment. So let me give you an example. You have a potential client. They call you up. They say, I want to sell this rental property and I want to take the money from this rental property, do a 1031 exchange, and buy another investment property on the other side of town. Okay. And so what happens is, let's say when they sell this property A, which is what we'll call it, right? You help them sell that property. And let's say they, for tax purposes, let's say they profit $100,000, okay? So normally, if they walk away with that $100,000, they would have to pay taxes on that $100,000. Let's just say taxes on that would be, let's just say it would be $30,000, okay? So instead of paying the $30,000 today, they could do a 1031 exchange, which there's a whole lot of rules around it. But one of the things you need to be aware of is, if they're going to do that 1031 exchange, they do have to set that up with a third-party custodian. And if you Google search 1031 exchange companies, some will kind of pop up. And what happens is when property A is sold and that 100,000 is earned, it has to go to that third-party intermediary. Okay, so this is all set up prior to settlement. You'll get all that set up and so forth. Of course, that third-party intermediary gets a little fee too, okay? So you have to talk to them about that. But that $100,000, let's say, will go to this third-party intermediary. You will then search out the property B, right? The new investment property, okay? There are certain time frames in which you have to find that property, certain time frames which you have to close on that property. I don't have time to go over all those details. But once you identify that property in the time frame and you go to closing in that time frame, that third-party intermediary will then transfer that money to that title company so you can then close. Now, I want to be clear: 1031 exchanges are not a tax-free strategy. Okay, so it isn't that you don't ever pay taxes on what you earn in A. It's tax deferred, because what happens is, the profit you would have paid taxes on property A is not being paid today, but since that went into property B here, whenever you sell property B, that's when you'll pay taxes on that $100,000 profit. Okay, now that might not be for another 20 years, 30 years. Okay, but it is tax deferred, not tax-free. Okay, so that's an important thing to understand about 1031 exchanges. People think it's tax-free, but it is tax deferred. But you can continue to do that. So you can sell property B 10 years from now and then put that into another investment property and defer those taxes on and on and on. Okay, so that's what it is. That is the strategy. So if someone calls you and says they want to do a 1031 exchange, don't be scared. Don't be intimidated. A lot of it is done in regards to the third-party intermediary. At the point that the money touches the hands, though, your client's hands, that's the portion that's going to be taxed. So if they take $50,000 and move it to the third-party intermediary, but they walk away with the $50,000, that $50,000 is going to be taxed today. All right, so keep that in mind. Listen, if you like the content you've been getting, the information you've been getting, you want to find out about the Lancaster team, which we're doing some phenomenal things and we're growing. We're looking for new salespeople, looking to drive this market forward. Give me a call. Or if you're looking to join our office, X-Right Realty, which me and my brother own, certainly give me a call. We'd love to sit down and talk with you about that opportunity as well. All right, have a good one.